Hello teacher, my name is Chadmongkol Panorit. My number is 10. My sex is 1 to 4. Okay, everyone. Today we are talking about interesting places. I like to talk about the city of Vancouver in British Columbia. Canada is one of the most beautiful cities in the world. We often think cities are urban areas with traffic and modern buildings. We do not usually think cities have woods, lakes, and fields. But Vancouver is a green city, a place that is good to live in because it has clean air, water, and land. Vancouver has the best part of green city forests and city life. I would like to talk about some history of Vancouver as well as some of the advantages and disadvantages of this green city. Vancouver originally was a place where the native people of the area lived and traded for thousands of years. Before Europeans came to live there in 1800s. Then in 1886 at the first city meeting, the people of Vancouver asked the national government to give the city 1,000 acres to use a park. They got the land from the government and started Stanley Park. This was the start of Vancouver becoming a green city with many parks and beautiful views. But being a green city with a lot of parks has both advantages and disadvantages. First of all, let's look at some of the advantages. Obviously, Stanley Park is a large park. In fact, because it is located in the city of Vancouver, it is the third largest urban park in North America. It has many gardens, walking paths, trees, and even animals like bald eagles, coyotes, and seals. As we know, lots of the trees help clean the city air. Also, lots of parks give people many places to walk, so they are healthier since Vancouver is near the mountain and the ocean. People can enjoy the outdoor easily during the warm, sunny summer. When people go to Stanley Park, they can enjoy ancient trees as they walk near the ocean. Or they can have fun by Beaver Lake, which like Stanley Park helps make Vancouver one of the healthiest and cleanest cities in the world. Global warming is an important issue around the world. Recently, it has created problems in the Western Ghats rainforest of India. Forests are important for slowing down global warming because of the work that trees do for us. Trees are global cleaners. They take in carbon dioxide, the gas that heats the atmosphere. So, every time we cut down trees, we make global warming worse. Then global warming damages the forest more. More trees disappear because the change in temperature stops the normal growth of the forest. Nowadays, rainforests get less rain and this is changing the way they work. Governments around the world are beginning to work on the problem. Although governments say they will stop the damage to forests, scientists don't think the work is happening quickly enough. The scientists say the forests are changing, the animal and the plant that animal needs are changing. In fact, scientists believe 40 5% of forest area are going to change completely in the next 80 years. This is where the purple fox becomes important. A report tells us that the fox is in danger of disappearing forever. The fox can run very fast, make a noise like a small chicken, and is one of the most unusual animals in the world. Of course, for some people, the end of one type of fox is not important, but it is for B. Judas, a researcher from Delhi University, who discovered it in 2003 for him. The problems of the purple fox show what global warming is doing to the Indian rainforest. He explained that this interesting animal won't be around much longer if we don't take care of the forest. Thank you for attention.
Hello, my name is Nathida Taipon. My number 12, section 124. Okay, everyone. Today we are talking about interesting pests. I would like to talk about the city of Vancouver in British Columbia, Canada. It's one of the most beautiful cities in the world. We often think cities are urban areas with traffic and modern buildings. We do not usually think cities have woods, lakes, and fields. But Vancouver is a green city, a place that is good to live in because it has clean air, water, and land. Vancouver has the best part of green forest and city life. I would like to talk about some history of Vancouver, as well as some of the advantages and disadvantages of this green city. Vancouver originally was the place where the native people of area lived and traded for thousands of years before Europeans came to live there in 18,000. Then, in 1886, at the first city meet, the people of Vancouver asked the national government to give the city 1,000 acres to use as a park. They got the land for the government and started Stanley Park. This was the start of Vancouver becoming a green city with many parks and beautiful views. But being the green city with lots of has both advantages and disadvantages. First of all, let's look at some of the advantages. Obviously, Stanley Park is a large park. In fact, because it is located in the city of Vancouver, it is the third largest urban park in North America. It has many gardens, walking paths, trees, and even animals like bears, eagles, coyotes, and seals. As we know, lots of trees help clean the city air. Also, lots of parks give people many places to walk. So I held there since Vancouver is near the mountains and ocean. People can enjoy the outdoors easily during the warming sunny summers. When people go to Stanley Park, They can enjoy ancient teas. They walk near the ocean, or they can have fun by Beef Lake, which lifestyle park helps make Vancouver one of the healthiest and cleanest cities in the world. Global warming is an important issue around the world. Recently, it has created problems in the wetlands rainforests of India. Forests are important for slowing down global warming because of the work that they do for us. These are global cleaners. They take in carbon dioxide, the gas that heats the atmosphere. So every time we cut down trees, we make global warming worse. Then global warming damages the forest more. More trees disappear because the change in temperature stop the normal growth of the forest. Nowadays, rainforests get less rain, and this is changing the way they work. Governments around the world are beginning to work on the problem. Although governments say they will stop the damage to forests, scientists don't think the work is happening quickly enough. The scientists say the forests are changing, the animals and the plants that animals need are changing. In fact, scientists believe 45% of the forest areas are going to change completely in the next 80 years. This is where the purple fog becoming important. Our report tells us that the fog is in danger of disappearing forever. The fog can run really fast, makes a noise like a small chicken, and is one of the most unusual animals in the world. Of course, for some people, the end of one type of fog is not important, but it is for Biju Das, a researcher from Delhi University, who discovered it in 2003 for him. The problems of the purple fog show what global warming is doing to the Indian rainforest. He expands that this interesting animal won't be allowed much longer if we don't take care of the forest.
Hello, my name is Paporn Jalun Ying, stick 124, number 27. Okay everyone, today we are talking about interesting places. I would like to talk about the city of Vancouver in British Columbia, Canada. It's one of the most beautiful cities in the world. We often think cities are urban areas with traffic and modern buildings. We do not usually think cities have woods, lakes, and fields. But Vancouver is a green city, a place that is good to live in because it has clean air, water, and land. Vancouver has the best parts of green forest and city life. I would like to talk about some history of Vancouver, as well as some of the advantages and global warming is an important issue around the world. Recently, it has created problems in the western Ghats rainforest of India. Forests are important for slowing down global warming because of the work that trees do for us. Trees are carbon cleaners. They take in carbon dioxide, CO2, the gas that heats the atmosphere. So every time we cut down trees, we make global warming worse. Then global warming damages the forest more. More trees disappear because the change in temperature stops the normal growth of the forest. Nowadays, rainforests get less rain, and this is changing the way they work. Governments around the world are beginning to work on the problem. Other governments say they will stop the damage to forests. Scientists don't think the work is happening quickly enough. The scientists say the forests are shrinking. The animals and the plants that animals need are shrinking. In fact, scientists believe 45% of the forest areas are going to shrink completely in next 80 years. This is where the purple frog becomes important. A report tells us that the frog is in danger of disappearing forever. The frog can run very fast, makes a noise like a small chicken, and is one of the most unusual animals in the world. Of course, for some people, the end of one type of frog is not important, but it is for Bitudas, a researcher from Delhi University, who discovered it in 23. For him, the problem of the purple frog show what global warming is doing to the India rainforest. He explained that this interesting animal won't be around much longer if we don't take care of the forest. Thank you.
Hello teacher, my name is Viyada Selaksa, number 22. Today everyone, today we are talking about interesting places. I would like to talk about the city of Vancouver in British Columbia, Canada. It's one of the most beautiful cities in the world. We often think cities are urban areas with traffic and modern buildings. We do not usually think cities have wood, lakes, and fields, but Vancouver is a green city, a place that is good to live in because it has clean air, water, and land. Vancouver has the best part of green forest and city life. I would like to talk about some history of Vancouver as well as some of the advantages and disadvantages of this green city. Vancouver originally was a place where the native people of the area lived and traded for thousands of years before Europeans come to live there in the 1800s. Then in 1886, at the first city meetings, the people of Vancouver asked the national government to leave the city's 1,000 acres to use as a park. They got the land from the government and started Stanley Park. This was the start of Vancouver becoming a green city with many parks and beautiful views. But being a green city with lots of parks has both advantages and disadvantages. First of all, let's look at some of the advantages. Obviously, Stanley Park is a large park. In fact, because it is located in the city of Vancouver, it is the third largest urban park in North America. It has many garden walking paths, trees, and even animals like bat, eagle, coyote, and seals. As we know, lots of trees help clean the city air. Also, lots of parks give people many places to walk, so they are health there since Vancouver is near of the mountains and the ocean. People can enjoy the outdoor easily during the warm, sunny summer. When people go to Stanley Park, they can enjoy ancient trees as they walk near the ocean, or they can have fun by Beaver Lake, which, like Stanley Park, help make Vancouver one of the healthiest and cleanest cities in the world. Global warming is an important issue around the world. Recently, it has created problems in the watergrass rainforest of India. Forests are important for slowing down global warming because of the work that trees do for us. Trees are carbon cleaner. They take in carbon dioxide, CO2, the gas, the the atmosphere. So every time we cut down trees, we make global warming worse. Then global warming damage the forest more. More trees disappear because the change in temperature stop the normal growth of the forest. Nowadays, rainforests get less rain, and this is changing the way they work. Governments around the world are beginning to work on the problems. Although governments say they will stop the damage to forests, scientists don't think the work is happening quickly enough. The scientists say the forests are changing. The animals and the plants that animals need are changing. In fact, scientists believe 45% of the forest areas are going to change completely in the next 80 years. This is where the purple frog becomes important. A report tells us that the frogs in the danger of disappearing forever. The frog can run very fast, makes a noise like a small chicken, and is one of the most unusual animals in the world. Of course, for some people, the end of one tribe of frogs is not important, but it is for Bejudas, a researcher from Delhi University, who discovered it in 2003. For him, the problems of The purple fog show was global warming seeds due to the Indian rainforest. He explains that is interesting. Animals won't be around much longer if we don't take care of the forest. Thank you.